So it's January 20th. It's time to start seeds. We're going to start some onion seeds and leek seeds today. We've got a cattle panel greenhouse. Came in really great last year. We put our cuttings in there and put a shade cloth on top. We didn't build it until after seed starting time. But let's go through the greenhouse and show you how to build one. It costs under 150 bucks. Coming up next. Stay tuned. So we're going to change the format of this one around a little bit. I'm going to walk around the greenhouse and point out different things and explain to you. So come on, let's take a look. So the basic structure of the greenhouse is cattle panels, and then we framed out the doorway here. We got a little latch on here. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. So basically what we've got is we've got some footers that are 4x6 treated wood, and they're standing vertically. And they're 16 feet long. And then we've got 4 cattle panels. Bought these at Tractor Supply. They're 50 inches tall. So 4 of them, I had to cut off the last one 8 inches to make the 16 foot footers. Fit on the 16 foot footers, that is. These are awesome. They're vents for foundations. You can see right here, they've got a spring in them. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe they are set to close somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 or 40 degrees and open somewhere around 75 degrees. I will look at that and put a highlight up for you. And I'll put a link on where you can get those. Right now, the temperature in the greenhouse is approaching 100 degrees. It's about 75 out. If these vents weren't in here, it'd definitely be a lot hotter. We actually have a little pump. It's a 3 horsepower pump that we connect to a battery. We've got a filter there. The pipe here runs down and it goes out the greenhouse, and there's 2 IBCs out there for 275 gallons each, or 550 gallons. And then this line goes out to the drip tape, goes down. There's a valve box in the ground. That's in another short video, and we'll do some more. I have to fix some items with this to make it automatic. But then this goes out through underneath the greenhouse over here, and then this one here, this vertical 1/2-inch PVC pipe, we have set up so that we can go ahead and put some irrigation inside the greenhouse as well. What I've done here is we've got a pallet on some cinder blocks, and I've got some of this black plastic we put down there. I'm hoping that's going to absorb some heat. We're going to set some flats on top of here. I'm hoping that's going to absorb some heat and help the seeds germinate. If we swing around here, you can see we've got wood chips on the ground. I originally put a couple inches of horse manure down here. There's worms everywhere, and we were going to grow in this greenhouse, and we decided not to go ahead and grow in here. You can see up here, we attach the cattle panels together with zip ties, and those are cut off there. You should use the indoor-outdoor zip ties because they're UV resistant. And then if you look at on the plastic that we had put on here, thankfully my dad had a piece of plastic. This is not UV rated plastic, but he had a piece of plastic in the garage that we've used. It is pretty heavy. I think it's about 6 mil or so. And as we went around and stapled the plastic everywhere, and then we had pieces of some other pallets that we took apart and squeezed the plastic between it. We also put a latch in here on the inside so that if you're in the greenhouse and you wanted to go ahead and close it, you could, and lock yourself in. Let's take a look around the outside. You see it's pretty basic and simple. One thing to note here on the outside is we use this is insulation for plumbing pipes. It's that spongy stuff that you insulate your pipes with on the inside so that they don't condense. You can see a better view of it here. And you can get this again at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's slit and it's got adhesive on the inside. You pull off the tape and you just wrap it around the cattle panel and squeeze it. And this is really going to save the life of your plastic a lot. And if we take a look here on the outside, and we've got 16 feet long, we'll go ahead and walk around the back here. And there's the standpipe for the inside irrigation, and you can see how we just framed it out with 2x4s. We used we used fencing staples to go ahead and secure the canal panels on the inside to the footers. And then you see we brought the plastic down and we wrapped it around the furring strip and then secured that, so that held our plastic real tight. It's real nice. So other than that, we've got here's our water. And as I had mentioned, I had to do some things. We didn't block these from the sun, and they grow algae horribly so, and then therefore that clogs up that filter much sooner than it should. So I think I'm going to have to build a small lean-to or a shed around these, or potentially just tarp them or paint them. Regardless, I need to disassemble the unit, so that therefore I didn't finish the video on the irrigation, nor have I tightened it up yet. And you see we have some trees. Those are I can't recall, they're Kwanzaa cherries and some peaches, and we planted some peaches here on the property as well. So they're very small trees, but they're going to do excellent. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a good enough view. If you've got any questions, absolutely put them in the comments below. I'm happy to tell you anything I can so that you can go ahead and build one of these yourself. It's really fast and easy to put up, and you can get your seeds started in spring. I did put the one vent over here, I put it on the bottom, whereas the other vent over in the back I put on the top, hoping that it might create some type of convection, letting the warm air rise and go out the top vent and potentially drawing in some cool air on the bottom, but I really don't know if that works. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and for more videos like this, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Remember, this is 2017, the year of the giveaways here, and we're giving away comfrey to 20 lucky winners from the drawing will be at the end of the month. Make sure here's a link to that video, and go ahead and watch that comfrey root cuttings video. And make sure to comment, I want some comfrey too, and you'll be entered for the drawing. Thanks, have a prosperous and healthy and happy 2017.